never worked with clay before in my life, but one day I came under the impression that I would make a very good clay artist.
You know, I took my first pottery class and I loved it. I thought, okay, I could do this.
And the next thing I knew, I was on a plane headed to Namibia, Africa, to study under clay artist and potter John Hunter.
So he has a studio there and he works for a humanitarian organization out there. They run the schools. And my first day there, he goes, okay, I want you to make 10 mugs and you have to cut all of them in half. He was kind and yet a driver. He definitely expected a lot from me, but he also loved clay. The difference between a true artist and kind of an instructor or a teacher in art is their passion for the medium they work with. So my name's Aimee Brewer and I'm a ceramic artist, potter. I work exclusively in porcelain clay. If I throw porcelain clay thin enough, I can hold it up to a light and I can see light passing through. When I first started clay 15 years ago, I was really just interested in functional utilitarian wear. And so I did that for 10 years essentially, with no real thought to like anything sculptural. So I'm a mother. I have 2 children. One is 4 years old, a little girl, her name is Naya, and I have a little boy who's a year old and his name is Lander. In my heart, I knew I wanted to have a family one day. I was hoping I would be able to be at home as much as possible, but I also knew I would want some kind of a career path that I was also doing.
So I was doing shows all summer long. I had this 83-year-old Land Cruiser and we just were going all over the state of Colorado. Show after show, I just kept like bombing. Like I, would make enough to cover booth fee and maybe some money for food. I was listening to a song, driving down the road, sobbing, just crying, thinking, am I going to be able to survive this? And words of the song that we're playing said, don't I care for and provide for even the birds of the field? Don't they have what they need? So we proceed to go to the show, and I ended up bombing again, having a terrible show. It just was this realization that no matter how low I get and how my dream wasn't happening the way I had wanted it to happen, didn't mean I needed to abandon the dream altogether.
Unfortunately, the value for handmade goods it's assigned a lot less value than technology. That is very much a driving force for me, is that core belief that what I create is important, it's valuable, and somebody somewhere needs it, and I need to do it also for myself. It kind of feels like it's almost come full circle for me from being this functional artist doing all functional work to being a sculptor. And now I do both, and I like that my skill set is so much more broad.
I feel so rooted in this spot, like this tree that decided way back to put my roots in deep in the ground, and that the winds and the storms come and I lose all my limbs and lightning strikes, but I'm still this tree that's going, I was made to be a tree. I was made to be an artist in this time and place in history, and I gotta keep doing that.